listen to your emotions. So your emotions are actually a guide telling you which way to go. And most people, they just feel certain emotions, most of the time negative emotions, because they are forced in a system. They are forced in a situation that's not leading them to the future they want to move to. And therefore, they are experiencing negative emotions. And they believe that they themselves are the problem. You will go to a doctor thinking, oh, I feel not bad, feel not good, and the doctor will give you pills. But like you both are operating from a low awareness and not understanding the full scope of the situation here. So your unconscious mind is way smarter than they made you believe. They made you believe in school you have, if, only if you can read something, remember it, and repeat it, then you know it. No, that's not true. Your unconscious mind already knows way more than you realize. It takes in way more information. The biggest problem is you've not worked on your self-image. You've not worked on your belief systems, and therefore you're not capable of unlocking all the information that's already inside of you. Because you can already reach big dreams, you can reach big goals, but if your belief system does not allow you to even visualize and vibrate on that frequency, you aren't even capable of reaching that timeline and taking action on it. So most of the time what's happening is your emotions make you feel bad. They make you feel frustrated. And most of the time what people are doing, something small will happen in the external world, and then they will get mad at that guy in traffic, or they will get angry at that person that makes a little mess in the room, or whatever small thing that's happening in the environment, they will get angry on it. But it's actually the biggest problem here is that these people are in a negative energy, in a negative frequency, because they are frustrated, because they aren't creating the awareness how to start implementing the habits to get to a reality what they want to move to. And that's actually the real reason they feel bad. They are incapable of reaching their full potential because the environment puts them in an energy where their awareness is controlled by the environment, where their perspective is controlled by the environment, where their energy is controlled by the environment, and it's all happening on a level that's below our awareness. So we feel something is off, something is wrong. Life is not what it's supposed to be. I'm not living my full potential, but I don't consciously understand what I'm feeling. And that's because we are forced in a school system that only allows us to operate from our logical mind, but it does not allow us from our feeling mind, from our emotional mind. So 95% of the people aren't capable of decoding their emotions, but your emotions come from your unconscious mind. And your unconscious mind is way smarter than your conscious mind. So once you're feeling a feeling, and you are using substances, using the television, using all these external things to numb these emotions because you're feeling negative emotions, what you're actually doing, you're stupefying yourself, because your emotions are like your guide to the reality you want to move to. And only when you start to feel these emotions, be capable of being alone, being capable of listening to these emotions, you are capable of using them to make a better reality. And I know it's hard. You probably created trauma through your life. You probably gathered a lot of negative energies, negative emotions that need to be processed. You need to be capable of accepting the past. You need to be capable of seeing your life from a different angle, and be capable of accepting the things that happen because it brought you to the place where you are. And only when you are capable of looking at your past from a place of acceptance, you can start listening to your emotions as a guide. You are capable of starting to listen to your intuition and start taking the right actions to the reality you want to move to. But so many people, they are ignoring their feelings. It's just they cannot be alone because then they will feel negative emotions. It's just your unconscious mind, your body, your heart, your soul trying to communicate with you. Hey, now we have a time together. You can finally listen to me. This is the emotions you need to feel because you need to bring some changes in your life. And only when you listen to your emotions, listen to your unconscious mind, listen to your feelings, start to create awareness why you are feeling this way. And then when you create the awareness, you start to become aware of the problem you currently are facing, which you are not aware of right now. You feel bad because there's a problem, but you're consciously not aware what the problem is. Be alone, listen to your feelings, become aware of the problem that creates the feeling, and then fix the problem. And then you do not feel bad when you're alone. Then you do not need external things. Then you don't need pills. Then you don't need all these things because your body is just communicating, fix the problem. But your brain is too distracted, too brainwashed by the news, by the school system, by all these things to become aware of the problems you can fix. And when you fix them, you are capable of creating a better reality. That's how it works. But if you are numbing your feelings, if you are not capable of being alone, you have to be surrounded by people all the time. You are actually sacrificing your unique perspective for a mixed energy, mixed thoughts, mixed results. And if you're not living the life you want to live, you should stop mixing your energy. Stop being an average of the people and the things you are surrounding yourself with. The power is within. Only when you start to unlock this power within, you are capable of making a difference. That's the moment you're capable of making a change. That's the whole point, you know? And yeah, so many people are numbing their feelings. It's just, unable to understand the thing you're craving. Your body is way smarter than they made you believe. Okay. And you should start to take control over your feelings, over your emotions, and start to attune them to the reality you want to move to. If our eyes would be capable of seeing a higher percentage of reality, we would be capable of seeing everyone's aura. And if we were capable of seeing everyone's aura, we would be making better decisions with who we would mix our energy. We would look at the school system and we would look at the aura of the teachers. We would look at the aura of the children and we would realize, whoa, if I would mix here, I would actually mess up my whole life because you are creating your self image at a young age. So, if you would be capable and your parents would be capable of perceiving these auras, perceiving these energies, and you have a child who's still vulnerable in the younger ages, okay, creating a self-image, creating their habits, creating who they are and the future frequency they are attuning to, they are actually breaking the child, they are breaking the self-image, they are breaking the frequency of the child by putting it in such a toxic environment and place and letting it evolve most of the day, most of the week in an environment that's forced upon them. We are actually breaking our own children by putting them through the school system. And that's one of the reasons I don't want a child right now, because I will not put a child through the suffering I had to go through. Because I feel that I had to unlearn a lot of stuff I had learned. I had to unlearn a lot of belief systems, things in my self image, what normal meant to me, my future goals and vision. I had to relearn and unlearn a lot of stuff, all the toxic stuff that were put inside of me by the school system, by the news, by all that stuff, by culture. Before I could start living a life I'm living right now, I've been traveling for over 5 years as a digital nomad. I'm now living from my van. I'm making money online. I can live and be wherever I want to be. And that's because I've changed belief systems within myself. So many people, they are chasing these 2 weeks a year and then they have to ask their boss, oh, can I have these 2 weeks at the end of the year somewhere there? And then, that's their holiday. For me, every day is holiday. Every day is holiday because I've changed my belief system. I do not allow the normal to be forced upon me. No, I attune to the frequency. I attune to the reality I want to move to. And from that point, I am creating the reality. I am the one creating my own reality. I will not allow anyone else to tell me what's normal in reality. I will just observe my environment and I will look at people who are already living a life I want to live and just, implement their perspective, implement their golden nuggets, and then change reality in my own unique way from a foundation how I want to live. I feel that that's the whole point of life, and that can only be done if you start controlling your emotions, because you can put this image in your mind, you start to vibrate this frequency, you will attract people and things, and then you can make it a reality. But if you're never capable of protecting this frequency, this energy, controlling your emotions, using it as a guide and moving to a reality you want to move to, if you're not doing that, you will always stay in the same place. So yeah, really protect your energy, stay in control over your frequency, protect it, protect your aura, and yeah, create the life you want to live. Aim for freedom. That's my point of view. So I hope this video helped you out. Click like, subscribe, give me a comment, and I will see you in the next video. And if you need any help, click on the link below. Okay, have a great day.